The Celtics are at the Cavaliers this Saturday night. The new promo code for the week is Duke. DUKE saves 20% off the entire PicksandParlays.net site. My name's Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and I've got a free NBA pick for you guys, and it's coming from Scott the Bulldog Rickenbach. How's it going, Scott?
Going well and looking forward to some NBA action on Saturday. So
Yes.
everybody
Yes,
will be talking about college football and, of course, even college basketball now. But let's not forget about the NBA. And this should be an interesting matchup, I feel.
Yes, I agree. And NBA, we've talked about this before. Lines tend to be a little bit softer in sports like the NBA and NHL because so much focus is being paid to the NFL and college sports during this time. So it's not a bad time to jump in on some NBA. So we've got the Celtics minus 2.5 on the road at the Cavs, and the total's 202.5. What are you liking here?
This one, the key in my mind and what made this one jump off the page at me is it is a back-to-back situation. And neither one of these teams are known for being, high-scoring offensive juggernauts. And when you have a back-to-back situation, that can affect your legs. And the shooters tend to, the shots just won't fall for them and a little bit sluggish. And in this case, too, the Celtics, of course, are without Jaylen Brown. So here we have a back-to-back. And entering Friday, Boston had allowed 88 points or less in 3 of their last 4 games. And in fact, over their 4 games, even including the one where they did give up a few more points, they're still allowing an average of only 89 points a game. And then you look at this Cleveland team, they have they've allowed 101 points or less in 6 of their last 10, scored 102 or less in 8 of their last 10. So just not seeing big point totals with this Cleveland team. And of course, that's why the under has cashed in 8 of their last 10 games. And by the way, entering Friday, Boston's last 3 against Eastern Conference opponents all went under the total. And again, no Jaylen Brown. Boston and Cleveland, I think this one sets up well to be a little bit of an Eastern Conference grinder. I just think it's going to be pretty ugly basketball and should stay well under the 202.5. I know it's a rather low total, but it's justified with these two teams. And as we've seen this season early on in the NBA, less foul calling, less trips to the free throw line. And of course, that's affecting these point totals as well.
We say it all the time, the total's low for a reason. This is really low to the point where you just know that the public is going to jump all over the over on this one. 202, how could it possibly go under? So I love this play. What do you have lined up for the rest of the weekend over at picksandparlays.net in the way of premium picks, Scott?
Well, my strongest play on Saturday in the NBA is going to be a big side play selection, and I am off to a strong start in the NBA this season. And like you said, Allie, the key at this time of year, a lot of people will not even pay attention to the NBA card on Saturday, but there can be great spots to pick out. NBA and hockey. Don't make the mistake of ignoring the other sports. And some big plays for me this weekend. Looking forward to the action.
That's just it. Even if you don't want to handicap them yourself or even watch them, doesn't mean you can't pick up a couple of premium picks from one of our handicappers. You can still get action on those games. Don't forget about that. All right, Scott, thanks so much. Find Scott Rickenbach over at picksandparlays.net, and let's roll with the under when the Celtics take on the Cavaliers.